Hello, my name is Brett Primer, and I will be going over the spirituality case study. I had a patient come in with coughing, shortness of breath, and some chest pain. The x-ray done in the ER came back and showed that the patient had some lung cancer and it was spreading. It was hard going into the patient's room and getting their assessment, knowing the results before they did. I kept an optimistic attitude as I completed their assessment and got their home medications. The patient was clearly worried something was wrong, and all I could think of to say was that the doctor would be here shortly, and attempted to make the patient as comfortable as possible while providing seating for the family, who were also very worried. Once the doctor made it to the floor, I gave him a rundown on the patient and accompanied him as he went to see the patient. We asked if the patient cared the family hears the results. The patient nodded. We both got at the patient's level as the doctor carefully explained the results. I held the patient's hand to provide comfort. The doctor explained everything we could do to fight this dreadful disease. I was proud of the patient for being strong. She was full of anxiety when coming to the floor, but as the news hit her, she sat there looking us in the eyes, her eyes slightly red, but was listening attentively. It was even hard for me to watch, but I knew I had to be strong for the patient as well. As the doctor and I left the room, he mentioned to me that he would like to hire me to follow him around. He said it's much easier when a second person is there to provide support and comfort. My goal that night was to make that patient as comfortable as possible. I never knew what to say each time I entered, but I would stay in there for about 15 to 20 minutes each time just to listen to the patient or the family. I felt as if I had become part of the family, hearing their stories, sharing their moments. The patient and their history had an anxiety disorder as well. I was really proud of how strong they were being at this time. I accompanied the family as we prayed for the patient. Understand whatever happens, it is God's plan. I had arranged for a chaplain to come during the visit at the hospital. I felt bad and usually do not give special treatment to the family members, but I provided coffee and drinks to whoever is staying the night. I put myself in their shoes, doing what I would appreciate being done for me when I was in a very rough situation when I visited my grandpa for the last time. Even though the patient was stable at this moment, just knowing they have cancer sounds like a death sentence. There were 4 nursing interventions that I utilized for my patient. The first was listening. I took time to listen to the patient and the family, to let them know they have an ear to vent to or to share moments that they had together. Another intervention is touching. Just like holding their hand, patting their back is a comfort measure for the patient. It lets them know you're there for them. The third intervention for spirituality is having a chaplain or a pastor come visit the patient. They are experienced with meeting the spiritual needs of people and can help accomplish that need for your patient. The last intervention is respecting the patient's beliefs. If they are praying, don't interrupt them. If they ask you to join in, even if it's not your religion. For the patient, knowing that the nurse is there to pray with them can give them an optimistic look on life and will help them with coping and healing for the patient and the family. Spirituality is very important in healthcare because it does bring a positive outlook on life for the patient, especially when dealing with illnesses. Having these spiritual needs met will create a better quality of life for the patient and promote healing and peace for them.